We are very excited that the Angelic Council, the Angelic Realm, cared to share with you about the upcoming global quietening down. There is still a number of months left before this experience. In the coming days, there will be a quietening down of your energy on a collective scale. Andreas doesn't know what we're talking about. This is the first he is hearing of this. And so he feels hesitant to share. But we want to explain to you that in the coming days, there is a quickening of light and a quietening of your environment where it will become so loud for moments in time and then it will stop and it will go quiet. It will go dark, if you will. We aren't saying 3 days of darkness or any of these old pieces. We are saying that there will be some very structured downtime, very intentional downtime for you all. And this downtime is coming soon. And this downtime has not been forecasted into a particular date. And yet it is on the cards quite soon, so that after all of this craziness, after all of this exacerbation of energetic disharmony, this quietening will give you all time to calibrate, to go within. And we are going to tell you now, so that when this occurs, that utilizing this time to go within is the best thing you could do during that time. Because it will be tempting to try and stay connected to the news that you cannot trust, that you will not feel like you can trust. And there will be many glued to their screens in this time, trying to find answers, trying to work out what's coming next. How come all of this stuff has become quiet to the point where it feels weird, where there isn't all this chaos going on? What's going on? We are giving Andreas the metaphor of likening it to being at a party in a dance club and the lights going on. That moment of time where the music just stops and the lights turn on and you stand there bewildered for a few moments and it all seems so quiet, eerily too quiet, and you're a bit stunned and you're a bit, what's happening? And then you see your friend and you say, oh, we're moving into another phase now. We're moving on now. The day has come. The day has risen. The sun is rising. And this is what is happening. There will be this time of quickening, stop, quietening. Go within, nourish yourself, nourish your family, enjoy the simple joys of life during this time. And when that is occurring, know too that en masse, there is much lightness occurring in the hearts of all the individuals that choose to utilize this time to nourish themselves and to go within and to reevaluate what is working and what is not. And those that have decided to force feed themselves from the screens, the intake of information, they will come out of it feeling just as overwhelmed as when they went into it. And we don't want that to be your story. Your heart will tell you not to. So it is only the addictions of the mind and the fear of the egoic mind that will pull you into that pathway during that time. So we say to follow your heart and anchor yourself deeply into the ground, into the earth, into your light, for then you will trust the impulse within you that is telling you to go within, to meditate, to quieten down, to go for those walks, to be by the beach if you live near the beach, to drink simple waters and juices. And we are showing Andreas the frolicking, the picnicking, the enjoying the simplicities of life during that time. Because it is heralding your golden era. this quietening down period. It is heralding tremendous news. And when you go into that period of time, you will know that you have reached that gateway. Andreas is asking us if we are talking about some form of lockdown. And we would be so bold as to say, yes, in many ways we are, and yet in other ways we aren't, in that you are not going to be locked into your houses in the way you may have experienced during the early 2020 period. There is going to be an experience of that for some in certain countries, of which we will not say, and yet for many others there is going to be more of a quietening down of life. It'll just be a bit slower. It won't be catastrophic, and it won't feel like you are imprisoned unless you're in a country which has needed to take that action. But in most of the world, it is more of a slowing down, a quietening of your experience in life. We are saying it is, practically speaking, Andreas is asking us to actually describe what we are energetically referring to here. And we would say that your patience is necessary, Andreas. Please, breathe. We would encourage you to be creative in imagining what this could be when you have more time to focus in on the things that you wish to focus in on. Because the way it will look for you will be heavily based on what you choose to do. Most people will find less work is needed. Most people will find less work is asked for. Many will find that they no longer are being required to work the jobs that they were working, or that not at the same capacity. Many will be asked to step away from that employment and to choose something better or something else. Some will go into lockdown periods. Some will be asked to stay indoors and stay in their houses. Some will be asked to only come outside for certain periods of the day. And many will just experience life as normal, but with slightly less responsibility, slightly less demand placed upon the body, slightly less expectation from your colleagues, bosses, friends, family, a collective desire, if you will, to pull down, slow down, go out less, do things with less speediness. It will be a recalibration, a reactionary response to the burnout. Is a great way of describing what it is. Burnout on a collective level. But not the burnout which paralyzes you, but rather the burnout or the feeling of we can't go like this right now. We need some rest. From a collective experience, co-created, structured. This isn't, oh, I've decided to go on holidays to a vacation island. This is far more global and far more structured. Is there anything else that you can say about that? We wish to reinforce that this is not like your 2020 experience, that you will not be held hostage for a long extended period of time, as was the case previously for most people. And we also want you to know that there is no need to threat or feel somehow insecure or that your safety is at risk. We are just wanting to prepare you for the knowing that there is to come a time soon where you will be asked to slow down, and we want you to use this time to nourish. That is the key point of this. For now, this is all we care to disclose to you. And we want you to understand that you are loved by the Creator, that you are loved by us in the angelic realm, and that you have already won, that you are already in the place that you want to be. On an energetic level, the light has won, and you are just playing out. You are just playing out these games. But Gaia has already decreed her fifth dimensional frequency. God has already responded and agreed, and this means that humanity's position as a fifth dimensional civilization frequency and higher moving forward is secured. It is set in stone, as you would say. Remember this as you move forward. Remember this through all the chaos of the current season, and you will be able to support yourself. You will be able to stay connected to the light. This is all we care to say. We say we love you, we honor you, we respect you, we admire you, we bow to you. And in this way, we are leaving. Thank you and goodbye. We are the Galactic Council of Nine, and we are just coming in now. We have come in now just to finalize this transmission for the day. We are very excited that the Angelic Council, the Angelic Realm, cared to share with you about the upcoming global quietening down. There is still a number of months left before this experience, and the timeline is not yet secured, as the Angelic Realm explained. The practical factors associated with this are the free will human choice of the human beings in response to what is to take place right now and moving forward in your immediate timeline. All of those dominoes, all of those pieces of the puzzle are affecting the timeline of this quietening very, very specifically every moment of every day. And the divine time will come when it is the right time for this quietening down to occur. And until that time, don't even worry about it. Don't even think about it. Don't even let it be part of your worry thinking. We ask you to just focus in on the now moment. Focus in on the light that you are. Focus in on nourishing yourself. And as you move forward, focus in on being that lantern for yourself, for others, for your fellow brothers, sisters, and humans of the light. This is all we care and wish to say to you. We love you. We are signing off. Thank you and goodbye. All right. What a transmission. I don't know what the timeline is, and when I was forecasting into it and I was trying to ask them to reveal, tell me more about this timeline, as they said it, it fluctuates, but the way I see it was the scope of this is anywhere from within the next 3 months to the next 3 years. That's how big I saw that time frame, which for me was kind of annoying to see that, but ultimately I understand that so many factors, as I said, influences the way that timelines work upon the 3D reality, because we take it from the highest dimensional state, from its most unmanifested form, its most potential, and then when we move it down paradigms, it spreads out. In that, there is all of that potentiality, whatever they're speaking to. I hope to get more information upon it as we move forward, and I can get the gist from the Angelic Realm that they will be telling us more about what this means as we move forward, as it becomes more relevant. But it's interesting that they wanted to drop that. They wanted to drop that hint now, because I think from what they were saying, it's all about that choice to go in here and to nourish this. Because if we don't make that choice, we are essentially choosing to be fearful, distracted, frustrated, and powerless. So I take a lot of wisdom from their words, and this it kicks me up the arse basically to prioritize, to want to prioritize my own nourishment. Let me know what you thought about today's channeling in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have anything that you want me to ask the team, please feel free to pop it in the comments box below and I will go ahead and ask them. In the past, this is how I have asked around things like disclosure, and we've got some really juicy disclosure timelines from the team. I'll link you to that video if you haven't caught that one. I really enjoyed it. It's probably one of my favorites that have come through actually from them. I'm gonna leave it there for now. I love you all. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.